Hey guys, Cass here. Welcome back to another helping of Crazy Easy Keto. As you can see, we are back in the kitchen today. Today's recipe is a little bit more complicated than the ones I've made before, so I will actually put the full recipe in the description on this video. Today we are making barbecue bacon cheddar meatloaf, and it's absolutely delicious. Barbecue, as in barbecue sauce, right? So right here we've got our sugar-free sauce and our full sugar regular sauce. Yes, that jar is just a bottle, whatever. It's just about empty. And I'm going to turn them around so you guys can hopefully see the nutrition label. And if you look at the regular barbecue sauce, that's 12 grams of sugar. The sugar-free one obviously has 0. 2 carbs, 14 carbs. Enough said. Now, to me, I think that the sugar-free version tastes exactly the same as the full sugar stuff. This brand in particular is really, really good. This G. Hughes brand is awesome. But you guys don't have to take my word for it. I am actually going to have my husband come in and do a taste test. So I'm going to put a little bit of each sauce into these 2 spoons here. He's out in the other room. He has no idea which is which. And so we're going to see which one he likes first, and then we'll get into the rest of the video. Okay, so you guys will be able to know which is which, but he won't. Oh, please don't spill this everywhere, Cass. Come on. Come on. Of course, now the sauce is coming out really slow. But as you can see, like, nice, thick sauce, right? This one might take a minute. Okay, there. So enough for some taste testing. Kind of want to make sure they both have a similar amount. There we go. Okay. All right. Excuse my slightly messy counter here. That we need over here. So you guys know which is which. So we've got spoon number 1 here and spoon number 2. I'm going to move the bottles so he won't know which is which, but you guys will. All right, honey, come on in.
What do you want me to do?
So we've got 2 spoons of sauce. Try them. And here's my handsome husband.
Hello.
Do they taste the same? Different? You like one better?
Well, this one, they're both good. This one's a little bit more tangier, which I like tangy. This one's more smooth. But they're both good.
They're both good? Mm-hmm. If you had to pick, which one do you like better?
Me personally, I'd go with
the tangier one? Okay.
But that's just me. I just like tangy. But they're both good.
So it sounds like your preference was the hickory versus the honey, not necessarily the sugar versus sugar-free.
You couldn't really tell the difference between sugar and sugar-free.
So okay, so if you had to guess which one was sugar-free, which one would you guess?
Sugar-free?
Uh-huh.
I'd probably say this one.
Yep, that was the sugar-free one, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they're both really, really good. It's just, this one's probably sugar-free, but I like tangy, so that's what I would go with.
Okay.
Right.
Thank you, honey. So, see, someone who's not keto. Yes, okay. I guess to him there's a slight difference, but they're still both really good. All right. So now that we've got him do the little taste test for us, let's actually get into today's recipe. So the first thing you're going to want to do is preheat your oven to 400. As you can see, I've got that going on here. In this bowl, I have 2 pounds of ground beef with the fat coming off of it there. That's what that was, guys. I typically would weigh it out on the kitchen scale, but when I buy my ground beef, I buy a big package and then I weigh it out into 1 pound chunks anyway. So I just grabbed 2 of those and threw it in the bowl there. As you can see, I've got, well, what's left of this stick of butter, and I am just gonna grease my 9x13 pan over here with some butter. Sorry, that's a little wobbly. All right, so just a little bit to keep everything from sticking. All right, so we've got our 2 pounds of ground beef to start, and then to turn this into our meatloaf, got an egg. And again, I will have the full recipe in the description for you guys. Okay, so we have an egg, and then we are also going to take our seasonings here. Really, really easy. Got our, I just threw the whole thing of salt in there. Thank God it didn't like dump into the meatloaf. Okay, guys, see, I'm gonna be honest with you for a second here. I may have had an adult beverage before filming this, so Cass is a little tipsy today. Hope you enjoy. So we want a teaspoon of salt. There we go. And then we've also got our onion powder and garlic powder as well, and you want 2 teaspoons each of those. Give it that nice flavor. Got 1, 2. All right, and onto the garlic. One, 2. All right, so there's our basic just seasonings to get this started. And now we're gonna take our barbecue sauce over here. And this G. Hughes brand, they do have other flavors. There's a hickory, which is what I usually get, but they were out, so I grabbed honey this time. I'm trying to remember. They also make a honey mustard sauce that is really, really tasty. So we want a 1/4 cup of the barbecue sauce here, right on into our mix. And actually, you want to keep that 1/4 cup out because you're going to use it again for more sauce to put on the topping, which we'll get to in a minute. And then the last thing you're going to actually mix into the meatloaf is just 2 tablespoons of bacon bits. And yes, these are real bacon, not the fake Bako or whatever ones. We're keto, we want real bacon. 1, 2 on the tablespoons, and then just mix all that together. Normally I would do this by hand, but because I am filming, I thought that would just be a gross mess, and I didn't want to get that on my phone. So just get that all mixed together. The egg, of course, helps bind everything together. Same thing with the barbecue sauce. Gives it a really nice flavor. This is actually one of my husband's favorite keto dishes that I make. He really likes this one. So even people who are not low carb will enjoy this. And then you just want to take that right into your greased pan that we got all set up over here. Spread that out through the pan nicely. Again, this is where I typically really use my hands, but for filming purposes, I really didn't want to. Just spread it out in your 9x13 pan. Turn that around so you guys can actually see what the heck I'm doing. Sometimes I get a little too focused on the actual cooking and forget to make sure that the camera angle isn't terrible. I'm working on it, guys. It's a learning process. So yeah, just get it kind of smoothed in there. It doesn't have to be perfect. So now that that's finally all smoothed out, that took me a minute, sorry. We're going over here. Now, remember how I said we wanted that barbecue sauce in that 1/4 cup still? Now we're gonna start with our topping. And the first thing you wanna do, excuse me guys, I hiccuped a little bit there, is again, another 1/4 cup of the barbecue sauce. and you're gonna dump that just right on top. Okay, hopefully that's not super loud on camera. Yeah, the floor, just what you guys want to see. And then you just want to take a basting brush and just kind of brush that all over, spread it out. I just got barbecue sauce all over my arm from the container there. Oh boy, guys. Now I know I said I had an adult beverage, and I really did. I just had one, and it was a Corona hard seltzer. It's not got a high alcohol content, but at least for me, when I am doing keto, alcohol hits me hard, and I probably should have thought that through a little better and not drink anything before filming. Okay, so I don't know if you guys saw this bowl of cheddar cheese before, but I mean, of course, you can substitute for any cheese that you like. In this bowl, I have about, should be 2 ounces of cheese. I went ahead and weighed it out on the scale earlier. Again, weighing stuff is usually more accurate than just going by a 1/4 cup or 1/2 cup. Especially like for this cheese, for some reason, when I went to put it in my carb manager app, it only gave me the option to put it in by ounces. So weighing it let me make sure that the information I had was accurate. And you're just gonna sprinkle your cheese all on top. Spread it out if you need to, you know, just give it a nice layer of the cheese. And that'll melt in and get really lovely and crunchy on top as it bakes. And then we're gonna take another 2 tablespoons of our bacon bits and sprinkle that all over the top. Da, 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 da. Which is probably going to be just about the end of this bag. Yep, it's going to be the end of this. Have to put it on my shopping list, guys. Okay, so you got your little bacon bits on there, barbecue sauce, cheddar cheese. Let me just move those out of the way. And then oven preheated to 400 degrees. And just like with the chicken bacon ranch that I did before, it's going to take about 35 minutes or so. So let's get this guy in the oven, and then we will be back in about 35 minutes when it is done. All right. All right, hey guys, and it looks like our meatloaf is ready to come out of the oven. You ready to see what this looks like? And here we go. Ooh, the steam from the oven totally just steamed up my camera for a second there. The ground beef separated a little bit, which is a little bit unfortunate. It's not a big perfect loaf, but you know what? Still gonna be delicious. Taking this up to my husband's grandmother tomorrow. We're sharing a meal with her, so yeah. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you next time. Peace.